Sports Toss.
News 4 Sports Toss is sponsored by Contract Exteriors.
Well, good evening and welcome to a pseudo Friday Night Rivals. We're going to start tonight with regular season contests. Private schools beginning their seasons tonight. Then we'll progress into jamboree action from the public schools. So let's start with the first time we have ever said this. Defending state champion Pinewood Prep Panthers. Devontae Holloman's group getting over that hump last year. He is preaching that is in the past. Pinewood Prep hosting St. John's Christian from down in Moncks Corner. We'll head out to Flowertown, and Silas Brawner hitting Jaden Alexander for the touchdown. 7-0. That's just a couple of minutes into the game. Then it's a handoff to Grayson Salego. 15-yard touchdown for him. Missed PAT, and Pinewood is rolling. Then how about Carson Good showing the defensive prowess with an interception for Pinewood Prep, and all over St. John's Christian they are. 47-0 is the final score. Really surprising move when Brad Bowles left Porter Goud after last season for Strong Rock Christian outside of Atlanta. It took Brad Bowles all of 0 weeks to return to the Lowcountry to play a former rival, Strong Rock, with a previously scheduled game against Northwood Academy. So there is the former Porter Goud head coach Brad Bowles, but it does not look great for his team in this one. Down 7-0. Kevin Johnson going to hand off to Jordan Carter. That is a touchdown run, and Johnny Waters has to like when you see a spin move like that into the end zone. More from Kevin Johnson. This time he is going to hit Aiden Hogan, the future East Tennessee State Buccaneer, and Hayden takes it all the way to the house. That makes it 21-7 Chargers. And they win this one big, 42-14, setting up a huge one against Pinewood next week. Porter Goud hosting Hilton Head Christian tonight. There is new Cyclones head coach Matt Neighbors, his first game ever as a head coach. Pretty cool moment for a longtime assistant. Gotta like the offense early. Cyclones go up 16-0 on HHC. Jackson Shealy touchdown run to the pylon, and he gets it. But Hilton Head Christian shoots right back. Future Navy quarterback Reed McCollum airs it out to Joseph Haupt for the touchdown grab. Eagles are on the board. Back marches Porter Goud. Jackson Shealy again. Nice, tough run. Gives the Cyclones great field position, and they get a field goal out of that. Hunter Team knocks it through. It is good, and Porter Goud wins this one 46-21. Congrats to Matt Neighbors on his first career victory. New First Baptist head coach Kevin Mapp is in his first game on the sideline, leading the Hurricanes against Ben Lippin down from Columbia. Good defense early for the Hurricanes. Several guys teaming up for the tackle right here. Nothing on Ben Lippin's first drive. Hurricanes now on offense, but this is not ideal. Ben Lippin's Michael trained him all over it, sees it, picks it, and House calls it. It's 7-0 Falcons on top. More from Ben Lippin. Second quarter now, the handoff to Trainham, and he takes it in for the score. 14-0 Ben Lippin. They were 3 scores up at the half, and Ben Lippin all over First Baptist tonight. 28-7 the final score. The big news for Summerville as they prepare for a huge opener against Stratford next week. Ian Rafferty won't be on the sideline for it. Suspended for 1 game. The team wearing girdles under their shorts too early in the preseason. So tonight, they don't have to worry about that. They just got to worry about Fort Dorchester. So let's head out to McKissick Field, Memorial Stadium, home of the Dorchester County Showdown. These are all jamboree scrimmages. These are not regular season games. Summerville's Javen Williams going to race from scrimmage, and that is a 50-yard touchdown run. 7-0 Summerville on top. Then the defense with the touchdown. Jordan Ravenel with a pick 6 for the Wave, and they're showing why they could be a top team in the state again, because Fort Dorchester is no slouch. And then Javen Williams strikes again, almost an identical touchdown to the previous score, makes it 21-0 Green Wave. That fight in the crowd ends this one early, but we'll give it a final score of 21-0. How about the first game? And this is Woodland and Ashley Ridge playing tonight at McKissick Field. And look at this little action after the catch. And this is somebody whose name we know from a different school, transfer portal guy. Swamp Fox's Ryan Campbell from Fort Dorchester to Ashley Ridge, evading tackles, racing in for the touchdown, 7-0 AR. Then Ashley Ridge's Julian Whitfield with the interception, and he takes it for a nice little run back, which will set up a short touchdown run from Cameron Garner. And Ashley Ridge, with a different coach than we expected them to have. Jeff Tate is out for the season. 13-0 up right there. They win this one 29-0.
Feels great. I feel great. I mean, we came out here today. We did some things early that we were trying to do. We had a lot of things in our offensive arsenal. The big thing I was looking for was because we get after it on defense and shut some people down. And our first group defense did a great job today. Even our depth in the twos did a nice job on defense. So.
Man, when he plays Denny McDaniel in Stratford, the Beard Bowl is going to be amazing. Well, coming up, let's head out to Berkeley County and the Moncks Corner Lions Club Jamboree. Then we'll head to Charleston County for Dave Spurlock's Jamboree. All of that coming up after the break.
This is Randy Hand with Contract Exteriors, and this is your News 4 Sports Toss.
News 4 Sports Toss is sponsored by Contract Exteriors.
Randy, thank you. I'll catch it right there. Welcome back. Let's go out to Moncks Corner now. The Berkeley County Moncks Corner Lions Club Jamboree. 3 two-quarter games starting with Timberland and Stratford. Both teams high expectations. Stratford led by Liberty-bound quarterback Jakin Davis. Timberland has future Florida Gator lineman Desmond Green. There is the big fella Desmond Green, the future Gator. Man, he is going to be a dominant force. Wolves strike first, and they strike late. Malik Goodman on the scramble heaves it deep to Cameron Foster. They go for 2, but are denied. 6-0 Timberland, but they leave Jakin Davis and Stratford 42 seconds to work with. That's too much. Davis scrambles and winds up with big yardage into Timberland territory. Davis not done this time. Over the middle to Jaquan Crosby. First down and more, but the clock keeps ticking down to the final seconds, and Davis finds a wide open DJ Grant for the score with a single second left. Extra point is good. Stratford, a dramatic win, 7-6, all on the back of Jakin Davis.
Obviously, we didn't play like we wanted to. We're more of a scheme that we're going to study opponents and break them down. We kind of come here not knowing what to expect. Saw some good things, saw some bad things, but overall, pretty good. That's him. That's what he does. He's in such command of the offense. Heck, he called 2 of those plays out there on his own. He understands the game. He understands what he's supposed to do in that time. He's working that sideline. He works it just enough and gets out of bounds, to keep the chains moving and keep us in the ball game.
Goose Creek and Andrews. Goose Creek defense stepping up early on 4th and 15. A host of Gators meet the quarterback for the sack to stop the Andrews drive. Goose Creek this year, you're going to see a lot of Sincere Lewis. He's the workhorse for this team. A nice gain here. Big throw. Tyve D's pass caught. Skirts the back of the line. First rule to score later. Incomplete. So it's eventually 4th down. Nowhere to go for D's. He's corralled well short. Andrews crazy play here. Avery Durham going deep eventually after a couple of batted balls. Winds up in the hands of Caden Dorsey for the game winner. Are you kidding me? Just a wild play right here. And Andrews, that's a pretty big shock. 6-0 over Goose Creek. That's great.
A lot to work in. First time most of these kids have played in front of fans. And we had some good and some bad. And we got stopped down there at the 1 and had an unfortunate break down there in the end zone, but that's football. So we got a lot on film. We can get better. We got to catch that ball. But great play by Andrews. They're a good program, and we got a lot to get better with. But we'll keep working.
Jamboree host Berkeley taking on Philip Simmons. Stags playing very well on defense, and Jacques Gandy with the sweep right here, and then Hayes Goddard going to scramble but pay the price. Big hits in this game. Berkeley could be a very good team this year. Stags on offense after this big hit, and Henry Rivers. This guy could be a star in baseball or football. Now, Old Man Rivers, a junior, he gets it rolling. The throw to Bryson McGee for the first down. Rivers leads the Stags down the field. The drive ends with a touchdown run from Jesse Brown. 7-0 Stags, and Berkeley wins this one 14-7, the final score. Charleston County moving their Jamboree over to West Ashley tonight. The highlight games at the the end of the night. Lucy Beckham, James Island battling this evening. A 5A battle. James Island, by all indications, could have a huge year. Heck, they did last year, opening up next week with Gray Collegiate. Bengals of Beckham getting hyped for J.I., and the stud running back Malachi Washington did his best to deflate the Bengals with this 40-yard dash right here. And not to be outdone after that, it's quarterback Connor Dantzler figuring, hey, I could do it in baseball, I could do it in football as well. Quick stiff arm and a spinneroonie. Brian Hines, photographer, with the word spinneroonie in his script. Wow. Thanks, Brian. Whitfield King, ouch. After that play, Dantzler goes for broke, airing it out. Spinneroonie. Brian Hines kind of just tripped me up on the prompter there. Picked off by the rumbling, bumbling Ryder King. Takes it out 40 yards in the other direction. Sets up Finn Gunter for the sliding 40-yard run to pay dirt. Extra point is good. Beckham wins 7-0. That's a big win for Beckham over James Island. How about the host school, the West Ashley Wildcats, fighting against the Baptist Hill Bobcats. Bobcats had a hard time holding on to the ball a few times tonight. Eventually gave it over to the Wildcats after a night of miscues, penalties, and a turnover. The Wildcats QB Chase Town takes advantage. Town, using his feet, scores the only points of the game. West Ashley wins 6-0. West Ashley having a nice preseason under Rashad Graham, their new head coach. That will do it for sports. A couple of highlights we didn't get to. We'll put them online right away for you.